Hello, and welcome to Bite Size Legal, where we tackle legal issues one bite at a time. My name is Drew Jenkins, and I'm an attorney licensed in the states of Georgia and Alabama. And today, we're going to take a very tiny bite out of the $2 trillion stimulus bill. So, our regularly scheduled program is on hold, given that all of our lives have pretty much been upended by this coronavirus. It's why last week we took a moment to discuss unemployment insurance, both in terms of benefits for the unemployed as well as the tax for the employer that unfortunately lays people off. Now that this virus is causing even more shutdowns, it is upending not only economic life, but it also is beginning to affect the legal life as well. So in the area that I tend to practice in, which is real estate, we're seeing contracts expire. In the residential world, at least, they typically do not contain what is called a force majeure clause, also sometimes called act of God or act of war. And so contracts expire, the seller pockets that earnest money, and they walk away to wait for a better day to sell their home. So there's a lot going on. We also know that this week we had the largest jump in unemployment claims in the history of the United States. Apparently, there are now over 3 million people who are unemployed. This is not surprising, but this clearly is very detrimental to the fact they no longer have a livelihood. So as we discussed, the state level unemployment benefit scheme is not actually designed for people to live on. It's simply there to help you get your feet under you and pay a couple of bills until you find another job. The issue right now is with everything being shut down, there really is no alternative unemployment there is no alternative employment for most people. And the government has seen they have to do something. And so what they have done is in this $2 trillion bill, they have created a federal level, and we'll call it unemployment benefits, right? There is no actual insurance. There's no tax. It is simply a benefit that exists to the unemployed. Now, the first bite to remember is that the federal level unemployment benefit is in addition to, it is supplemental to the state level unemployment benefit program. Now, if you are an employer, nothing has changed, right? Your state unemployment benefit system is still going to run exactly as it ran before, unless your state government makes changes to it. The federal program is simply going to lay on top of it. If you are unemployed, it means you are going to be drawing both state level unemployment as well as this federal level unemployment. And the way it works is it's going to allow up to a maximum of $600 of benefit per week. Now, exactly how much you're going to get, how you're going to file for it, how it's going to be paid, no one knows yet, right? This massive bill was just passed this week, and unfortunately, I checked a few days ago, while it had already passed one house but not the other, or one half of Congress but not the other, it wasn't even available for public consumption. So the only people that know what is in the bill are those that wrote the bill, but now it is available, and there are a lot of people you can see on the news are quickly reading through it. I will also be reading through it, and probably that will be what we're covering on Bite Size for the foreseeable future, is what's in the bill. The big takeaway for us today is unemployment benefits. So if you are unemployed, you can collect both state level benefits and some amount up to a maximum of $600. Also, the unemployment compensation should last for about 4 months. This is apparently longer than what the state's average is for unemployment benefits, and this is in acknowledgement that the seriousness of what's happening could linger for some time. We don't know, but the government is giving 4 months worth of these benefits out. So I hope that y'all have enjoyed this bite. I hope you found it informative. Again, I can't really give you details because I don't know them. And in fact, I don't think anyone knows them yet. A lot of the actual implementation has to be done at the regulatory level as opposed to the statutory level. All that means is Congress makes the laws, but it's up to someone else to figure out how exactly to implement them. So I am sure that they are working furiously to figure out how people are going to apply for it, who exactly is eligible and for how much. I also want to take a moment to point out that it does include small business self-employed owners as well who may have found their entire businesses shriveled up. I mean, I know that our business is slowing, as are most people. I can work remotely, fortunately, so that helps. But if I had to go into the office, I would probably be like a lot of small business owners right now. And be completely out of luck. So it is going to apply to the self-employed as well as to gig workers. How it's going to work for the underemployed, again, no one quite knows yet. We do know at the state levels from last week we discussed that unemployment benefits are available for those underemployed. I would hazard a guess that the federal benefit system will be somewhat similar, is that there is going to be a minimum threshold for income during this time, and if for some reason you're not meeting it, then you can apply and receive both state and federal level benefits. If you have any particular topic that you want me to look out for, just let me know. If you have comments, please feel free to leave them below. If you're watching on WeChat, feel free to leave in thread. And I hope everyone is staying safe. I hope that you are practicing social distancing, and I hope that we can flatten the curve. And I wonder how many other hashtags I can fit in here before we sign off. But anyway, take care and stay safe.